Today I'm going to teach you how to make effects on your stream that look like this. And like this. In today's video, we're going to talk about Polypop Live, a brand new software for streamers that can do some amazing things. Super easy to use, super easy to set up, possibilities endless. Polypop Live is a tool that lets you design some incredible 3D assets and more on your streams. And I know what you're thinking, 3D on my stream? My computer can't handle this. You will be surprised. On Polypop, you can create amazing 3D things that will fly around your screen with a touch of a button, amazing Twitch alerts, chat commands that will cause certain things to fly around the screen as well as way more. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to build some of these effects as well as use it within OBS and get you guys making some incredibly unique things for your stream. In all my time on Twitch, I have not seen anything quite like this, and I don't think you guys will have either. Polypop were kind enough to provide me with a free beta version of the product, but it is available to download in the link in the description below, so check it out. Now, let's head over to Polypop and start building some incredible assets for your streams easily, simply. See you over the computer. All right, so here we are within Polypop Live. As you can see, a very sleek and cool looking software, nice and minimal. We like to see it. Some things that you'll be familiar with here, like scenes and that kind of thing that you'll see from OBS. But let me give you guys a quick little tour of the software before we start building some cool stuff. So up here, you will see your scene layout, which is kind of like your scenes or your sources in OBS, which will have all the different effects you'll make. You can have multiple scenes at the top here as well. And down here in your little properties tab, you will have all the properties of your things. We've also got a record function down the bottom, a live streaming function, because in Polypop you can actually live stream directly to YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, wherever you might need to. Or you can also do what I'm doing right now, is use a virtual camera, which will basically create a virtual webcam that you can then use as your webcam source in OBS. And to do that, you would simply just create your scene within Polypop and then add a video source in OBS and select Polypop virtual camera. The first thing I'm going to do here is show you guys how to create a hotkeyable effect, meaning that at a touch of a button, we can cause something really cool to happen here in Polypop. We're going to go over to our scene. So right now, as you can see, we've just got a 2D webcam, which is my current camera, my cam link, and I'm going to hit this plus. Here, you're greeted with a little library of cool effects. You've got 2D things like audio visualizers, images, boxes, circles, text, and you've got 3D objects. Here you can see loads of different things that you can choose from. This massive library of all different types of shapes and cool things. You can also add your own .obj files as well if you have 3D objects that you've built yourself or had someone build for you. But for the sake of this video, we're going to add this lovely little heart here, this little chunky boy heart. We're going to hit add as, and we're going to hit 3D object emitter. Now, let me paint you a picture. Someone comes in your chat and they're like, hey Dan, you look real cool today. We love your Twitch stream, and we also love your amazing YouTube channel that I definitely am subscribed to and have left a like on this video. And then I say, oh wow, you're so nice. Here's some beautiful hearts. Look at this. I have just set these 3D hearts that are completely 3D. They have floating effects. They've got their own physics. Notice that how they knock off each other, things happen. They knock off bits of the scenery around the room. They've shadows, and they are absolutely incredible looking. They'll just float around there until I clear them. It looks absolutely amazing. How many times have you guys seen like 3D with actual physics in somebody's Twitch stream before? But let's take it a little step further, right? I had to click a button. I was in the program. Let's say I'm just in OBS and I want this to happen. I'm going to open up my library here, and here you will see this little plus button. I can add, okay, a hotkey. So let's say that I want to make it that I have a push of a button. Let's say I press 5 on my numpad. I emit some hearts like this. All right, I'm going to grab here on press. See this button that says on press here? Now this is great. This is actually a cable that you can click and hold and drag. So this is me assigning that if I want to press something, I just got to cable it over to this little emit burst socket that it just plugs in. And now if I press this button that I haven't assigned yet, it will emit the object. So I'm going to say assign this to number 5. So now if I hit number 5, boom, I have hearts. Let's clear these now. But that's the thing, we have to clear them manually. So what we want to do right now we can see the lifetime is infinite. I'm just going to move that to, let's say, 5 seconds. So now when I hit my 5, I've got some hearts, and they will only hang out on the screen for a maximum of 5 seconds, and they'll disappear. And I can spam them as many times as I want, and they'll hang out for 5 seconds. Super cool, so easy to hotkey. Now, we have literally just touched the surface of Polypop as a software, right? I'm going to show you some other effects, and I can also show you how you can use your things like your Twitch alerts or even just your chat messages or your channel points to do all this as well. So hang on in there. We're going to get into it in a second. I want to add one of my other favorite effects that I've seen on this, that there is so many pre-built, and you can also make a lot of your own. But here's another cool one that I absolutely love, okay? So we're going to hit our little plus arrow. We're going to go into hotkeys, okay? Loads of different options that are made, but this one I think is awesome. Breakable camera. This looks absolutely out of this world. I'm going to add a breakable camera. You can see that it's up here, and I clicked it and I just hotkeyed it to number 8. It asks you straight away. I just put it as 8 on my numpad. Now, what happens when we press breakable camera? Something crazy happens in your stream. Something mind-blowing happens. Oh my God. Everything has its own physics and everything reacts off each other. Like, blow up myself on camera with this crazy heat map thing. Bang, goes everywhere, blah, blah, blah. I'll push it out of the way with some hearts though, because I love the fact that happened. And the beauty of this as well, guys, is that you can edit all of this stuff. You can take your breakable box and you have all these different properties down here that you can change and move, and you can look at the material, the color of things, you can apply your own custom texture to those little camera boxes that break. You can mess with the physics, how much if it floats, if it doesn't float. You can also add mods to most of these things yourself so that it might move, it might change, all these things that you can do, which is insane. There's so many little different objects and even little games you can have on your screen all at one time. The possibilities and the creativity with this is insane. Like, so cool. Like, let's just look, right? This is something I haven't even looked at. Rainbows. Let's add that, okay? Let's assign it to a hotkey. Let's assign it to number 9. Like, look at this. This is insane. I love adding things to my stream, like, that are just wild and crazy and kind of out there. I talk all the time about having those ideas and things you can be doing and changes you could be making to your stream. And when you've got something like this that makes those random little things so simple and easy, it is amazing. I know, for example, I do these kind of casino night things on my stream where we make everything Vegas themed, and we have challenges, and people gamble their channel points on whether or not I can make it through these challenges. And if I was able to, at a touch of a button, find a cool little, coin for when somebody wins a challenge, add that as an emitter straight away to my stream, open it up in my library, assign a hotkey of number 2 to it, as easy as that, throw coins that have their own physics all around my screen whenever somebody wins a challenge, throw hearts in there as well. Like, come on. What you're probably thinking as well, guys, is this looks like it's going to be super heavy on your computer. I'm looking at my OBS that I'm using to record right now, and if I say do this crazy webcam effect, as well as throw some coins in here at the same time, and throw some hearts, and throw some rainbows around the place, all of those effects all at once, my CPU usage has not gone over 6%. No lag, no drop frames, nothing. They have optimized this software so well that it's not adding any super heavy load on your computer. So the last thing I want to show you guys about this software is something insanely cool that I really love, and I feel that you could get extra creative with. Polypop have their own Twitch alerts for so many different things other than just subs and bits and donos and whatever. And again, super easy to add into your stream. All you have to do if you want to add a custom Twitch alert using Polypop, open up your library down the bottom left, hit plus, and you will see Twitch alerts down the bottom. Click that, and here you go. You've got this beautiful, lovely little panel that's in your library that you can now start to edit. So let's say we want to add a bits alert, okay? I want to hit bits. Gain amount. We want to play this alert, let's say at 300 bits. We can turn this wheel, or you can just double click things and type in your value. Test bits received, 533 bits. Okay, that's a cool little bit of text that animates in, but it can be cooler, and we know it can be cooler. So we want something to happen instead of just a little text when somebody cheers. So we added this little coin earlier, all right? Now remember, you can make this happen with anything in this library, but for the purpose of right now, we're going to use coins. So we go back to our Twitch alerts that we've made our cheer alert for 300 bits, and we want, when somebody cheers, we want our coin that we've selected in our scene layout to emit. So if somebody cheers now, boom, we get these coins that start flying around the screen. And we have lifetime, let's say we set it to 6 seconds. Max simultaneous, let's say 32. Burst count, let's do 10, so 10 come out. You can also higher up their initial velocity if you want to fire them out faster, all this kind of stuff, bounce around the screen. You can change all of that. Now, let's make it more interesting. Let's make another cheer alert, right? So let's say plus cheer alert, and we want the threshold for this to be 500 bits, okay? Big money move. Let's also say that when somebody cheers these 500 bits, it's going to emit these coins again. Super cool. But let's make it even better. Let's add in some 3D particles. What does it look like? Very cool. Although, maybe some gold particles because super nice person has cheered 500 bits. Very dope. Boom. Very cool. Go back to our library. So we now know on cheering of 500 bits, upon cheer, we already have admitted to our coin. As we can see, we want to bring this over to bang, emit burst. We test our cheer now. Boom, look at all this crazy stuff flying around. Incredible job. But we want to make it even better. Let's say, for example, we add in some text, some 3D text here. We want the person who's cheered, who's caused all this chaos, we want that person's name in this 3D text. So let's have a little mess around with it for a second, okay? Let's select our 3D text. I want to make it look cooler. Let's say I like this bold font that I have. It's called the bold font. All right, boom, nice. Maybe the color, we make it purple or something. Yeah, that's pretty nice, like that. Oh, damn. Oh, sick. All right, let's give it about there. Some nice 3D. All right, we're gonna open our library again, go down into our cheer alerts. Okay, now if we drag one of our cables to the part that says text, we get this wire properties. All right, username, total bits used. Insane. Incredible. Now this is a bit big, so we're gonna have to go back to our text, hit transform, and scale this down a little bit. Okay, I've just changed the text a little bit because it was too big. So now it just will come up the user and how much they've cheered. So we can actually go to make it. So we've given it some physics. However, we want to give it some more. Let's maybe say, give it a spin action as well. All right, very cool. Now we've added a spin action. We've added a new thing. We go back to our 500 cheer alert, grab another cable, bring it over to the spin action. So now if somebody cheers, that is so cool. All right, so now if somebody cheers 500 bits, this is what it's going to look like. Oh my god, it's chaos. This is amazing. This is so cool. All right, let's full screen this and test it again. I love this. This is so sick. Boom. It is so, imagine that. You add some audio into this as well, which you can also do through Polypop. And you've got this amazing floating username going through, being really able to showcase your chats, like what they've decided to do, which is support you, which is amazing. I genuinely think your chat would love this. And bear in mind, guys, I did this in like 5 minutes. You could go in here and create some insanely exceptional different types of alerts and fun interactive things for your streams, from little games your chat could play just to random things you want to fly around your screen if somebody says something. With those Twitch alerts as well, you can also create commands. So if people use commands in the chat, you can also create channel point rewards for people to throw things around by using their channel points, or create any of those amazing alerts or more things by using their channel points. You can also do it by them simply typing messages in your chat by selecting keywords. It could be something as simple as like riot or hype, and you could select a privilege. You want it to be mods, founders, VIPs, admins, the broadcaster like yourself, subscribers, and you literally could drag that into one of your other, for example, you could drag that into the breakable box command we've made earlier, which, you know, if somebody typed the word hype, you would then get this effect and happening all through just your chat. Insane. So cool. Seriously, guys, the potential for creativity and the potential for some amazing things to do within your stream using Polypop is incredibly high. So honestly, if you thought that's cool, and honestly, it's linked below, go check it out. I've literally just scratched the surface of this amazing piece of software. Super excited to keep trying it myself and add some cool things into my streams. So if you want to do the same, as I said, linked below. A big thanks for Polypop for reaching out and sponsoring today's video. That was super cool. I really enjoyed using your product. Wishing you guys the best of luck with it in the future. If you've watched the video this far, please consider subscribing. It means the world to me. We're almost at 10,000. And we've lots more amazing videos like this and more coming soon on the channel. Check out some of my other stuff as well. If this is your first time here and you want to see some other amazing videos such as this one, that's all about why it's so important for you to fail on Twitch. It's not what it seems. Well, it is what it seems, but it's also really good. Go check it out. Everyone, thank you for watching today. Thank you to all my wonderful patrons. Here's their names. And please only leave a like if you feel I earned it in this video, if you felt it was informative. And I will see you next week, where we'll be talking about the cheapest cam link that you can get on the market that will give you amazing results. Peace out. Much love.